Let me start with a very simple message for the entrepreneurs watching this. There was a time when all the advanced technologies came from the West, that you needed lots of money, you needed big research labs, you needed industrial computers to be able to do anything. Now technology is democratized. The poorest of the poor now are carrying very sophisticated supercomputers in their hands in India. They're communicating just like we are on WhatsApp. They're using video. They're using the most advanced technologies possible. So the fact is that technology has democratized. Everyone has access to it now. Entrepreneurs in India now have the ability and have the responsibility of saving the world. Now, Silicon Valley, where I live, I'm in literally in the heart of Silicon Valley, thinks that it's still God. I mean, you've had some Silicon Valley VCs online. I think that they're completely out of touch with reality, that they're trying to, show up in India and preach as if they're gods. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Most of them, got to where they are by sheer luck. They happened to be at the right place at the right time. They had connections. They had lots of money, and they basically hit it big, and then they started believing their own press. So forget about that. The opportunity right now is for Indian entrepreneurs to do what no one else can do, to solve real world problems. India has 1 billion people, 1 billion problems. Probably it has 1 trillion problems. But the fact is that you can start solving them, and if you solve them, you'll benefit the whole world. So this is why it's important for you to be sure of yourselves and realize that you have no disadvantage anymore. There's nothing stopping you from making a global impact, and the world needs you to do it. The education system in both the East and the West is from the 1950s, 1960s. I mean, it's the same techniques we were using 200 years ago. It's lost in the past. So I've been critical about Indian engineering education, but I'm also critical about American engineering education. It's also stuck in the past. So forget it. I mean, forget the school. I mean, you need a basic degree. You need a bachelor's degree because you build a lot of other skills when you go to school. You build social skills. You build the ability to learn. You know where to look for knowledge and so on. All the knowledge that you need now is available on the web. So much so, thanks to the pandemic, there's one good thing that came from the pandemic is the fact that we are now connected online. We're all now able to access the same knowledge and be at the same level everywhere in the world. All the knowledge you need is available to you on the internet. You can get access to, research on almost any subject. You can get access to the most advanced scientists, technologists anywhere and everywhere in the world, and the playing field has become level. So forget about the engineering education systems because they're stuck in the past. And now what's going to happen is that this has been a big shock to the system in India and the USA, in that universities now suddenly are on their knees and they don't know what to do. Harvard is looking at $1 billion loss. I mean, even Carnegie Mellon is going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, and these, administrators don't know what to do because they built empires. They built a system which defends the way they did things, and suddenly everything has changed. So forget about all of that. The message for all of you is that anything and everything you want to learn is available to you on the web. Even in India, I've been critical about Indian education system. I've spent some time recently with AICTE.
Right.
Professor Shub, I can't even pronounce his last name. I'm sorry about that. But the chairman of the AICTE,
Sure.
and he shared with me the new AICTE website where they have put hundreds of lectures online.
Yeah.
You can get the most advanced engineering education system on the AICTE website now. I told him that, look, I want to donate to this as well, and I'm going to donate my entire curriculum. I teach the most advanced engineering science course in the world at Carnegie Mellon. So what I've been teaching is about exponential technologies, convergence, industry disruptions. It's literally the most advanced course of its kind in the world. I developed part of it at Singularity University, and then Stanford, and then also at Harvard. I've been doing a lot of research on this. This I'm donating to India. And it may well, my original intent was to come and teach it there myself, but then the pandemic hit. I may donate everything online, and you may have access to the most advanced knowledge online on the AICTE website if the pandemic doesn't fix itself soon. And this is the only way of doing it. But the fact is that everything you want now is available to you. and there's no excuse for you not to learn and not to change the world.